This video is for absolute beginners. A lot of people are intimidated by electricity because they believe it's way too complicated. But once you understand a few basic ideas, your home electrical system will become much easier to understand. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how electricity in your home actually works. And I'm going to do it in very simple terms so you can finally understand what's happening behind the outlets and the switches, etc. Before we start talking about outlets and switches and all this, first let's look at how electricity gets in your home in the first place. Electricity comes into your home through wires on the outside. Those wires run from your electric company and connect to your house, bringing electricity to your house. So this right here is your electric company. And let's just say this right here is your home. So we have 3 different houses here. Here's the wires connecting to each house. And those wires that are running from the electric company to the house is what brings electricity into your home. Once electricity is sent from the electric company to your home, it arrives right here in what's called the breaker panel. It's also called the breaker box. And this box is what sends electricity to the different parts of your home. And once again, through wires. For example, it sends electricity to your bathroom, to your bedroom, to your laundry room, to your electrical outlets, etc. Now here's the most important part you need to understand. Electricity always has to move on a path. It travels from the breaker panel through wires to something that uses electricity and then back again through wires back to the breaker panel. I repeat, here's the path. It travels from the breaker box through wires to something that uses electricity and then back again through wires back to the breaker box. And once you understand that, electricity becomes much easier to understand. So check it out. Here's your breaker box. Here's your dishwasher. Electricity travels through this wire from the breaker box to the dishwasher and then back through another wire from the dishwasher to the breaker box. So it goes in this continuous path. Think of water flowing through a pipe. Electricity flows through that path. Like I said, just think of water flowing through a pipe. The electricity is flowing, powering the dishwasher, or powering the stove, or powering your ceiling fan. One thing you need to understand, if this path, if this loop ever gets broken, then electricity can no longer flow. For example, when you turn the light switch off, the path gets broken and the lights go off because electricity is no longer flowing. Once the light switch is turned back on, the path reconnects and electricity begins to flow once again and your lights come on. That's one of the most important ideas in electricity, is it has to flow through a complete path, through a complete loop for something to work. So watch this. Switch the light off. I just broke the path. So now there's no electricity flowing. I have no lights. Flick it on. I just reconnected the path. Electricity is flowing once again, and I have lights. I know this seems overly simplified, but I really want you guys to get this. Like I said, this video is for absolute beginners, and if you can understand these things, I'm really going to be able to help y'all out. Now that we understand that electricity has to move in a complete path, let's talk about the 3 main wires that you're usually going to encounter in your home electrical system. Those wires are called the hot wire, the neutral wire, and the ground wire. Hot, neutral, ground. And each one of these wires has a different job. Let's start with the hot wire. The hot wire is what brings the electricity from the breaker panel to whatever's using the electricity, to the outlet, to the switch, to the dishwasher, whatever. That's your hot wire. Think of it as the wire that delivers the electrical power. In most homes, this wire is normally black, and that's why I made it black. In industrial or commercial settings, a lot of times that wire is red. Next is the neutral wire. The neutral wire gives the electricity a path to return back to the breaker panel. So the hot wire sends the electricity from the breaker panel to the device, and the neutral wire, which is normally white, returns it back to the breaker box to complete the loop or to complete the path. And like I said, in most homes, this neutral wire is normally white. And finally, there's the ground wire. The ground wire is mainly for safety. If something goes wrong, the ground wire gives the electricity a safer path to travel instead of going through something dangerous like a metal appliance or a person. So the ground wire is for safety, and it just helps to reduce the risk of shock. And in most homes, the ground wire is normally bare copper or green. Now don't worry if this stuff feels new right now. These wires might seem to be confusing, but once you understand the job that each of these wires performs, electrical outlets and switches will start to make a lot more sense for you. Now let's talk about the breakers that are inside the breaker box. A lot of people know that breakers can shut power off, but they may not understand why. A breaker is a safety device. Its job is to protect the wires inside your home. When electricity moves through those wires heat up and get hot. If too much electricity begins to flow through those wires will get too hot, and it will be a fire hazard and be very dangerous. So the breaker is there to stop that from happening. If the breaker senses that too much electricity is flowing through those wires, it will break, it will trip, it will break that path and cut off the power, cut off the electricity that's flowing through that path. That's what people mean when they say, oh, your breaker tripped. It went over, it cut the power off, it broke the path, electricity stopped to flow, and they lost electricity. So the breaker didn't fail, the breaker just did its job. It shut off the power to protect the wires. This happens for several reasons. It can happen because too many things are plugged in at one time. It can happen because something is damaged. It can happen because something is pulling too much electricity that path can safely handle. So the breaker trips. It cuts that path and electricity stops to flow. So instead of thinking of breakers as confusing or annoying, think of them as safety devices protecting your home from fires. Check it out. These are breakers. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Each one of these little things that flips over here is a path. So this is a path, this is a path, this is a path. Every one of these is just a different path going to different parts of the home, sending electricity to different things. So if I take one of these breakers right here and I was to flick it over, it would break that path and no electricity could go on this path right here. So if this path right here got overheated, this breaker sensed that the wires were too hot, too much electricity was going through them, and it was creating a fire hazard. This breaker would go over, it would trip, and it would break the path and no electricity would flow. And so whatever this is connected to wouldn't work because the path is broken and electricity won't flow. So this is a breaker, and every one of those breakers is a path giving power to something in the home. Now that we understand how electricity moves through the wires throughout your home, let's look at how a normal electrical outlet actually works. An outlet is simply a place where you can safely plug in something, connect something to give it electricity. When you plug something into an outlet, like a lamp, a TV, a phone charger, that outlet provides a place for electricity to flow into that device. So just think about the word electrical outlet. It allows electricity to come out and flow into your vacuum, into your dishwasher, into your lamp, right? Connect it to the outlet, electricity flows into the device and returns back to the outlet and back to the breaker box. So let's talk about what's happening behind the scenes here. Electricity flows from the breaker panel through the hot wire to the outlet, through your device, through your vacuum cleaner, through your dishwasher, through your ceiling fan, and then back through the neutral wire back to the breaker box. That complete path right there is what keeps the electricity flowing and the device turned on. Now let's look at an actual outlet itself. As you can see, a standard outlet has 3 openings. If you look real close, you'll notice that this hole right here is bigger than this hole. So this hole is smaller than this hole. The smaller slot is the hot wire, and the larger slot is the neutral wire. And so what do you think this hole is? This round one. This is your ground wire. Each part of this outlet has a specific job. And once you understand this, outlets will stop feeling mysterious and start making a lot more sense. Now here's something super important I want to mention. Even though outlets seem simple from the outside here, electricity is still flowing through them. And that's why safety matters anytime you work on them. And later in this series, I'm going to show you exactly how to safely test these outlets and turn the power off before you replace one of them. So check it out. This is my little Oreck orbiter right here. Look at the cord. So check out the 3 prongs here. Okay. One of them's going to be the hot, the other side's going to be the neutral, and then down there, that round one is the ground. So plug that right up to the outlet, and the orbiter will have power. So now let's step back, let's take a look at the big picture. Electricity flows from your electric company to your home, and it enters your breaker box. The breaker panel, breaker box, then sends electricity to the different parts of your home. That electricity flows through wires from the breaker panel to the outlets, to the computer, to the dishwasher, to the TV, to the ceiling fan, whatever, and flows back through wires back to the breaker box. And along the way, the breakers help to protect everything, so if too much electricity begins to flow in any of those paths, any of those multiple paths going through your house, those breakers will break that path, cut off the electricity in that path, protecting your home from fire. Once you understand that electricity is simply flowing through multiple paths, different paths through your home, once you understand that concept, electricity will start to make a lot more sense and be a lot less intimidating. And that's important because a lot of people are afraid of electricity simply because no one has explained it to them clearly, and that's really what I wanted to do with this video. Now obviously electricity has to be treated with safety and carefully, but hopefully now that you understand how it works, it'll give you a lot more confidence. And understanding how this works, having confidence is what's going to allow you to safely replace those switches, replace those outlets, and solve electrical problems around your home. In the next video, I'm going to explain to you the basic tools every beginner should understand to work on switches and outlets around your home.